All right, 639 WIBX on the line right now. I got an email from Ken yesterday who was livid over something that he witnessed yesterday, and I asked him to call in, and he's here now. Ken, good morning. How you doing?
All right, how are you?
Good. You were quite in a fuming. You were fuming yesterday.
Yes, sir. I witnessed an incident. Took me a little while to comprehend everything that had just transpired in front of me, but basically I was over on Commercial Drive near the intersection of Henderson when I was running around for lunch yesterday, and apparently somebody had two dogs in the back of a pickup truck, and when they took off through the intersection, one of the dogs came out of the back of the pickup truck and landed in the intersection.
Oh,
yeah,
my gosh.
Can you believe that? No safety, there was no tailgate up, nothing the dogs could have been leashed. Something should have been the case there, right?
I believe there was a tailgate that was up, but the dog that I saw was probably maybe about 25 pounds.
Oh, yeah.
So my guess is both. You could see that the remaining dog in the truck who was wandering around inside the box, but he probably put his paws up on the tailgate to look out when the truck was stopped.
Yeah.
And when the truck took off, he went over. And so basically I had come up to the intersection, and I saw all the cars stopped, and I looked, and there's this dog in the intersection, and it was kind of dazed, so I put the truck in park and opened the door, and I went to get out to, run over and scoop up the dog. I don't want to see it get hit. And there was another gentleman that must have been behind this pickup truck that ran out into the intersection, scooped it up, and ran over to the side where the fuel station was there in the corner. And the truck had just passed me and stopped, and it turned around and ended up going back over. And I believe the gentleman that had picked the dog up had, put it
finally had realized
the window
right.
of the pickup truck.
Man.
But I mean, you're looking at a dog 25 pounds just flying around and a 5-foot drop onto the pavement in the middle of an intersection. I don't know. It was very disturbing. I have two dogs myself, and I wouldn't want to see anything happen to them. They get buckled in just like a human being when I take off and go places.
I don't understand. The owner picked up the dog. The owner went
eventually
back?
the owner went back, but it was just a guy that got out of his car like Ken did. And I mean, A, you could have caused a really bad accident. I mean, with something like this. B, the dog could have been hit by a car, could have been injured when landing out of the vehicle. I saw the same thing, and I think I told you this. I saw the same thing the other day. Somebody had a dog. It was a chocolate lab in their car, and the window was wide open. So the dog was like right down to the belly. The dog was like right outside the window. So all it takes is for a dog like that, trust me, especially a chocolate lab, to see a cat or to see something it's going to go after, and that dog could be out the door.
Or innocently, if the car
window.
hits a bump.
Yeah,
to it.
absolutely. And that sounds like what happened in this case, Ken. Right?
Yeah.
I mean, holy crap. So the owner did stop. I mean, it pulled over at the gas station?
Well, initially, I don't think the owner knew that the dog until as he was passing me, I threw open my door to run out there, and I think he realized something was going on and looked in his rearview mirror
and saw the
to see the dog in the intersection. But like I said, if it wasn't for that, I mean, all the traffic, luckily, had come to a stop, and it looked like because he was headed in the opposite direction as that I was headed in.
Wow.
And luckily that other gentleman ran over, scooped it up, but I'm just... I was thinking, maybe if it fell on its head. It could have broken a leg. It wasn't a very big dog. So...
Well, obviously, you would hope that somebody that there's a lesson to be learned here. That this you've got to have some, in the back of a pickup truck. The dog is completely. You can't expect the dog to stay in a safe place on its own, right?
No.
All right, Ken.
Completely vulnerable.
I know you're at work and it's tough to make the call, but I appreciate you making that call this morning.
Yes, sir.
Okay, man. Thanks.
Have a great day.
You too. That is Kenneth. And, I got to tell you, he was extremely upset yesterday. And because he witnessed it. I mean, anything could end up happening.
I'm glad that story ended the way it did. I thought it was going someplace else.
Speaking of being very upset, Peyton Manning got emotional as he announced his retirement yesterday from the NFL.
There's just something about 18 years. 18 is a good number. And today I retire from pro football. When someone thoroughly exhausts an experience, they can't help but revere it. I revere football. I love the game. So you don't have to wonder if I'll miss it. Absolutely. Every moment, every drop of sweat, every bleary-eyed night of preparation, every note I took, and every frame of film I watched was about one thing: reverence for this game. When I look back on my NFL career, I'll know without a doubt that I gave everything I had to help my teams walk away with a win. There were other players who were more talented, but there was no one who could out-prepare me. And because of that, I have no regrets. And after 18 years, it's time. God bless all of you, and God bless football.
There it is. And far more graceful than many others have done in that position, but, clearly very emotional.
Great career, great guy, and wish him the best in retirement. I wonder if he'll pop up as a coach in some form.
He may very well. Yeah,
or as an analyst.
I had great coaches and players. It wouldn't have been possible without that. So, Omaha.
Omaha. Omaha. That was. You want to hear that again?
Omaha.
Yeah.
Omaha. Omaha.
I don't get the reference. Why does he say that? I know he says that frequently.
When he's under center and he's calling out a play or something.
Okay.
Yells out Omaha.
Omaha.
Yeah,
and the microphones pick it up incredibly well down on but he's loud, right?
Yeah, I think the one that people always use when they're just joking around, they always say like Blue 42.
Right.
His thing was always just to say Omaha. So.
And
actually, he does reference the sexual assault allegations against him.
I think it is sad that some people don't understand the truth and the facts. And I did not do what has been alleged, and I am not interested in relitigating something that happened when I was 19 years old. And I kind of like my dad used to say when I was in trouble, I can't say it any plainer than that. And so this is a joyous day. It's a special day, and like Forrest Gump said, that's all I have to say about that.
Except for one other thing.
Omaha.
Okay. Just I knew he was going to be there with that. And then finally, he does talk about the fact that he holds a record that not everybody likes to talk about, and that is the record for most interceptions in a rookie season.
We ended my rookie season 3-13.
Really, this is kind of when you think about it, you would have thought after that rookie season to be like, wow. And then look at what he accomplished.
We ended my rookie season 3-13. And in the process, I set the NFL rookie record for interceptions, a record that I still hold today.
Yeah.
Every year I pull for a rookie quarterback to break that record. Andrew Luck, Matthew Stafford, Eli Manning, Cam Newton. I still kid Eli that he would have broken it if he had started all 16 games.
Yeah, you know how many interceptions that was?
Had to be around 24, maybe 20, 24.
28.
Wow,
28
that's a lot.
interceptions in his rookie season with the Colts in 1998.